Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Northern Burlington County Regional High School. I am Mr. James Dow, joined by varsity volleyball player Miss Gabby Tramal, and we are here live as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT. How are you today, Gabby?
I am fabulous. How are you?
Good. Northern comes into this game with a record of 4-5. They are led by Coach Mr. Mike Hishak. Gabby, why don't you tell us about Coach Hishak?
Coach Ishak has been coaching this is his second year right now. He used to play a little bit back in college, and now when the position opened up, he decided to coach for us.
Northern comes into this game with some big wins against local rivals Cherry Hill, Collingswood, Hopewell Valley, and Pennsauken. They've also fallen to some other local teams such as West Windsor South, West Windsor North, Morristown, Cinnaminson, and Williamstown. Why don't you tell us about some of those games, Gabby? Maybe what's been your biggest win so far?
So against West Windsor South, we did put up a very great fight. Unfortunately, we lost in two. West Windsor North, we took them to 3 games. That was a very good game, and the last set was 23-25. So it was very, very close. But we did have very good wins against Pennsauken, Cherry Hill, Collingswood, Hopewell Valley. We did very well in those games. We really worked together very well.
Northern certainly has their worst cut out for them today against GCIT. This is a team that finished 25-5 last season and finished in the top 10 in the NJ.com polls. They are led by junior Samantha Bevilacqua. She leads the team in blocks and in service points and is second in the team in kills. So definitely have a tough team in front of them, but I think Northern's out on the board, out in front, so can pull off a big win today here with GCIT. And it looks like the service point's going to go back to the Hounds with the 4-1 lead. Gabby, why don't you tell us a little bit about the team last year? How did you girls perform?
Last year we had a little bit of problems. We had a lot of different talent from different experience levels. We had a new coach, so we were all just trying to find our rhythm. But this year we're doing very well. We found that happy medium, and everything's going really well this year.
And it looks like you've got a good group of seniors on the team as well as yourself. The team is led by Shannon Spicer, Michaela Timmons, Angelica Helms.
Yeah, Shannon Spicer is actually in the lead right now for the most assists in Northern history. Also, Angelica Helms and Michaela Timmons and we all have played many years for club teams. So we are definitely bringing a lot to the team. Nicole Cuban and Sarah Falco, they also came up. They're doing a very good job. And we also have Victoria Drake as a senior, and she's been with the varsity team for 3 years now.
So certainly having that senior leadership has helped the Hounds as they currently lead the Cheetahs 6-2 and look to get a big win. I'm sorry, 7-2. Look to get a big win here today. The Cheetahs are led by seniors Cassandra Dobson, Nicole Morgan, Catherine Patterson, and Allie Riggins. And like I said, this team has built on quite a few years of success, getting into the sectional quarterfinals last year. So should be a great matchup here at the farm, and Northern's got the early lead here in the first set. Looks like there was a little miscommunication there with you girls. I also understand, Gabby, that Coach Hishak coaches the boys volleyball team, which is a new team here at Northern. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we're very happy to finally have a boys volleyball team. We've all been looking forward to that for a really long time. This upcoming spring will be their second season. And from what I know, I think that they did very well last season for their first year. We have a lot of great players on the boys team. They're all very aggressive, and they just seem to be doing very well.
So Northern currently leads the Cheetahs 8-4.
We had a great serve from Emily Konopka.
And when you get a service point like that, it really helps build momentum. Northern currently leads now 9-4. Who are some of the young talent you have on the team, maybe some of the underclassmen that should come up?
We're very excited to have Maddie Cole on our team. She is a freshman, but she is our new middle. She is very tall, and she's very successful. She does a very good job at blocking. She's had plenty of blocks already this season. She has a very strong swing. Also, our other middle is Celeste. She is also very good. She is a junior. She's been doing very well. A few other of our members who are not out right now. We have Emily Konopka and Sophie Topukoglu, and they both have played club last season for Marlton, I believe, and they're bringing a lot back. They're bringing a lot to our team also.
So it looks like that point's going to go to GCIT. And they look to close the gap here with the lead that Northern has. Looks like that one's going to bounce right off the Hounds and go out of bounds, and GCIT is going to retain the point as they close the gap here in the first set.
That was a great dig by Marissa Veneziali. She is also a senior. She has been with varsity for about 3 or 4 years now, and she's been our libero. A libero is just a defensive specialist, so for our middle players, instead of subbing them out, then we just put in a libero, and they play in the back always, and she's very, very good. She's always helping out the team very well.
And it looks like we got a timeout here, a pause in the game action. The game is currently tied 9-9. That latest drop shot by GCIT just fell past the Greyhounds, and they tied the score. At this point, what do you think Coach Hishak is trying to say to keep the troops motivated?
He's trying to just say for us to talk a little bit better. They've been getting a lot of points on us. We just want to get a good pass up and get it to our setter so we could set up a kill and get a point and get our serve back.
While we have a pause in the game action, also want to let you know here we have quite a few other games going on today with the Northern Burlington Athletics. Boys soccer is away at Delran, while the girls soccer team plays here at the farm later tonight versus Delran, as well as our girls tennis team who is away at Morristown. So we wish all of our teams the best of luck and continued success with all of our sports teams. Proud tradition of athletics here, as you can see, the banners of our great sports teams over the years. The girls volleyball team has had quite a few years of success, recently reaching the NJ State Championship game back in 2010. So just a few years removed from that, and this team looks to hopefully build on that success, and it looks like we're going to get back in the game here. So the score is currently tied 9-9. Greyhounds look like they're going to get the serve here.
We got Shannon Spicer serving. She is our setter. We've had her around for all 4 years. That was a great block.
And the ball's going to go to the Cheetahs. GCIT is led by former standout Mr. Kevin Schroeder. He is at his 3rd year coaching the Cheetahs, and he's done a great job. Of course, he's had the benefit of having some tremendous talent on his team as well. Just last year, they had Ashley McGinn on the team, who committed to Georgia State, and she helped lead the team to the playoffs in her first 2 years. The Cheetahs lost to Demarest 2 years in a row, and then last year in the quarterfinals. But their team has won 3 straight NJTAC, that's the Technical Athletic Conference titles, 3 years running. So they're a great team, and Northern's playing really well today. Hopefully can pull out a win here at the farm.
That was a great hit by Michaela Timmons, although it went out and the point went back to GCIT. The Hounds are still going to stay aggressive, and we're going to do our best.
Definitely holding their own today against a really good team. And next up on the docket for the Cheetahs is away at Williamstown, and then they have 2 of Northern's opponents, Cinnaminson and Pennsauken, and then they're away at Cherokee. So hopefully playing some common opponents, we can really gauge how both these teams should do this season. Gabby, what are the expectations for the Hounds this year?
Well, we're really hoping to pull pull our team together and find our common ground and make it to playoffs this year. We've had a lot of miscommunication between us. It's really just about talking on the court, but this year we've been doing a lot better. We're actually communicating, and I have faith that we can make it to playoffs.
Well, we certainly hope for the best for the Greyhounds, and been playing pretty well this season. Like we said in the beginning, a 4-5 record this year, so hopefully they can get up to 500. GCIT, for all their standouts, they've only been playing 500 this year as well, so 3-3. So 2 slow starts for both teams, but the season is still early. Next up on the docket for the Lady Hounds is on Thursday against Notre Dame High School, and then away at Washington Township. And then 2 local games, one versus RV and one versus Kingsway. So if the Hounds can pull out some wins there, they can certainly increase their win total and hope to achieve their goal for the season, which is advancing to the state tournament. And then once you get in the tournament, anything can happen. So as we saw just a few years back, the Hounds had a mid-seed and advanced all the way to the finals. So we wish the Lady Hounds the best of luck.
With the few upcoming games, we do believe that we can definitely pull out some wins. RV has been a pretty big rival for a very long time, but this year I feel like we're pretty even and we could definitely pull through. And Kingsway is definitely one of our biggest rivals for the past few years that we've been going there. And there's been some tough losses against them, but we do believe that we can pull through this year.
And as you said, RV, always a heated rival in all of our sports. You could check us out on October 2nd. The Greyhounds football team takes on RV away at RV. And certainly if you're in the neighborhood, you can come and support the Hounds this upcoming Saturday at our annual homecoming game, Homecoming 2015, where we'll have carnival games and a great turnout, as we always do, as the Northern Burlington Greyhound football team takes on the Burlington Township Falcons. So a lot of great events here coming up on the farm. As we continue our matchup here, for those of you just joining us, I'm Mr. James Dowd, joined by varsity volleyball player Miss Gabby Trammell, and we are here at the farm as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, 2015. We've got a really tight matchup here in the first set, best of 3. So looking to get a point here. And that was a tremendous block by the Hounds, and they will get the serve back. So a lot of expectations for both teams. Like we said before, the Lady Hounds are looking to make the playoffs this year. The Cheetahs were 25-5 last season, 19-7 the year before. So great matchup here as both teams look to get a big win. And the key is really playing consistent and beating the teams you should, maybe scoring a couple wins versus some teams that you catch by surprise, and then advancing to the tournament, and then from there anything can happen. Tremendous block there up front by the Cheetahs, and the serve will go back to GCIT. Looks like we got both coaches there giving the girls some tips.
That was a wonderful hit by Emily Konopka, bringing us back, giving us our serve.
Northern currently leading 17-14. For those of you who don't know, it's the first team to 25. You have to win by 2. So Northern in the lead here in this first set. Looks like that's going to be another point for the Hounds. So we continue to take the lead, 18-14. The Hounds currently lead 19-14, looking to get a win here today against the Cheetahs. GCIT has fallen to Cherokee, Paul IV, and Kingsway this season, so they're certainly vulnerable. They've had some big wins, though, this season as well against powerhouses Shawnee, Seneca, and they also defeated Camden Catholic. So a couple of common opponents for both teams. And it looks like Northern's going to increase the lead here in this first set. So this would certainly be a great win for our Hounds if we get it today. Looks like we're going to get a sub. Our libero is going to take a seat. And the serve is going to go back to the Cheetahs. And that service point's going to go back to the Hounds. These two teams play again very soon. On Friday, October 2nd, will be the rubber match at GCIT. So quite a bit here. Both teams can learn from each other before they face each other again in just about a week. Looks like we're going to get a pause in the game action here as we call timeout, with Northern currently in the lead here in the first set. Quick 1 minute timeout here for both coaches to kind of regroup, get the girls back on track.
A lot of the times, coaches will call timeouts if the other team has been having a lot of service points. It's just a way to try to break their serve and just kind of bring us back a little bit, let us calm down for a little.
And certainly the Cheetahs need to regroup here if they have any chance of staying in this first set. Coach Hishak, I'm sure, is keeping the girls motivated on the Northern sideline, telling them to just stay aggressive and keep at it to try to get this win here on the first set against GCIT. Looks like we're going to get back in the game action here. Northern serving. Great drop shot there by Michaela Timmons, hoping to catch the Cheetahs off guard. Looks like that one's going to fall to the Cheetahs there to get the service point back. So Gabby, what can you tell us about the squad there that's out on the court?
Well, right now out we have me, myself, we have Emily Konopka, we have Marissa Veneziali, Michaela Timmons, Celeste, and Shannon. I believe that that's a very good group we have out there. We all seem to be able to communicate very well. Shannon is currently front row. That gives her the opportunity to be able to tip from up there and hopefully get us some points. Michaela Timmons is a very strong hitter. She's been playing for quite a while. Although she may be short, she does have a very good jump, which helps her get a lot of kills for us.
And she's certainly been doing a great job today with the game currently very close. As the score is 20-20. I'm sorry, 21-19 rather, as the Lady Hounds increase on their lead. So as we said, first team to 25 wins, have to win by 2. Northern currently in the lead. It is the first set, best of 3. Northern serving here.
Great serve by Shannon Spicer. Shannon serves have gotten very consistent actually, and they drop right inside of the 10-foot line on the other side's court, which is very good for us because a lot of people do not expect that. And so usually we can get 1 or 2 points off of that at first because they're not really used to it. They don't know what to expect.
A little bit of bad luck there as the ball hits the net and stays on the northern side. So GCIT will take over with the serve. Looks like Coach Schroeder there on the Cheetah side is giving some tips. Quick substitution here for the Cheetahs.
And we got a rotation error on the GCIT side. Rotation error is when the players aren't in their correct order. So the point is automatically ours, and we have our serve back, and now we have Marissa Veneziali serving, our libero.
That one's going to hit the net and go back to the Cheetahs. And it looks like they're going to get a quick sub back in here. And that point's going to go to GCIT. So we've got a great matchup here in the first set. Extremely close. Looks like we're going to get a quick timeout here again. This game could really go either way. Looks like both coaches are just trying to keep their girls focused. Again, I am Mr. James Dow, joined by varsity volleyball player and Northern TV broadcaster, Miss Gabby Tramal. And we are here live at the farm. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, 2015, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT in a great local matchup here on Northern TV. Be sure to check out other sports on Northern TV. We are channel 19 on Comcast, channel 42 on Verizon Bios. You can also stream us on the web via our district webpage, www.nburlington.com. You can follow us on Twitter at Northern TV, as well as download our app, the Northern TV app, on appcatch.com to stay tuned to all sports here on Northern TV. We've got a great lineup of Greyhound sports this season with girls volleyball and homecoming football, boys soccer, so tune in. We were also just recently airing the 1980 championship football game. So a lot of great things here on the network, and hopefully our girls can pull out a big win here. Score is currently 24-22 in the first set, girls volleyball.
Sets our play till 25, and right now we have Angelica Helms serving. It's a very strong serve. Her jump float really just goes straight over the net and just drops straight down, making it very difficult for the other team to pick it up.
All right, that's a tremendous point for the Hounds as they tie the game at 24. Again, it is first team to 25, and you have to win by 2. So the next team that wins 2 in a row here is going to get this win in the first set. Hopefully our Lady Hounds can pull through here and get a big win against a great team in the GCIT Cheetahs. Ooh, that was a nice drop shot there by Angelica Helms as it falls over the net. And Northern's going to take the lead, and we got a timeout here as Kevin Schroeder for the GCIT side is hoping this game is not going to slip away from the Cheetahs. Coach Hishak, I'm sure, is very proud and very happy that Northern currently has the 1-point lead here, and if they can get the next point, they can win and pull out a big upset in the first set against a favorite team.
Hopefully the coach does not break Angelica's serve right here.
Looks like we're going to get back to the game action here. We've got a great crowd on hand. You can hear them cheering for both teams. Great local turnout. And we're back into the game action here with Northern serving for game point. And that's going to do it. Northern Burlington's going to pull off the win here at the 26-24. First set win against a really good team in GCIT, and that'll be the end of the first set. Again, it's best 2 out of 3. So we'll set up again here for the second set. and we'll pick back up on the game action in just a second. So, welcome back, folks. It is set 2 here as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT. I am Mr. James Dow, joined by varsity volleyball player Miss Gabby Tramal, and we are here. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, in this local sports matchup. And that first point is going to go to GCIT. If you're just tuning in, it is set 2. Northern Burlington won set 1 in a very close 26-24 score. And we're here now on set 2 as both teams switch sides. And back to the game action. And GCIT is going to get that one. They're certainly wasting no time, being very aggressive here in the second set. Can't let this one slip away as they have a 2-0 lead versus our Lady Hounds. As we said, the Northern Burlington Greyhounds are led by a great group of senior girls, Miss Shannon Spicer, Gabby Tramal, Angelica Helms, Michaela Timmons, Nicole Kubin. And the Cheetahs are led by seniors Cassandra Dobson, Nicole Morgan, Katherine Patterson, and Allie Riggins, and have a great talent in junior Samantha Belalacqua, who is one of the top-ranked players in the state. Gabby, what can you tell us about some of the players who left the Hounds from last year, some of your leaders from last year?
Definitely our biggest loss from last year was Melissa Sensi. She was playing for a very, very long time. She played a lot of beach, and it was actually her first high school season. She never really had the opportunity to play because of what school she went to. But she came to us, and she really led us last year, and we had a very wonderful season with her. Also, a few of our other seniors, we had Shannon Foy in the back row. She was also very good. She was with the team for all 4 years. It was a great loss leaving her. Also, Haley Bama. She played middle, and she is also missed, but we are very lucky to have 2 brand new middles with a lot of height that are leading us through the season.
So we wish those graduated seniors all the best of luck here, and we're going back to the game action here. Great play there up front as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds are on the board with the lead 4-1. That one, service point there is going to hit the net, and it's going to go back to the Cheetahs. I'm sorry, 5-3. And still a close matchup here. Anyone could win. Both teams playing extremely well, as we saw in a very, very close first set.
We got our middle, Maddie Cole, serving right now. She's our freshman this year. She's our middle, and she's leading us with the team with her very great serves. Unfortunately, this one went out, but most of the time she can rack up probably 5 points each time she's serving. She's very consistent, and she's very aggressive in her serves, as well as when she's up at the front of the net. She's always putting up those blocks, always getting them, and always swinging really hard and helping us. We had a great hit from the back row by Angelica Helms, trying to keep our aggression.
Looks like that drop shot's going to go just right over the net there outside of the Northern's reach, and the Cheetahs are going to retain the point there as they build on their 3-point lead. That one's going to sail out of bounds. And it looks like the Cheetahs here are going to serve again in our second set. Looks like that one's going to hit the net, and Northern's going to get the ball back. Maybe try to capitalize on the mistakes here by the Cheetahs and get on the board. Looks like we got a quick sub here. I want to take this opportunity to thank our camera operators, Mr. Jordan Castro and Jacinda Jordan, as well as Manly Ackles, who are on camera here for Northern TV, helping us put this great production on. Score is currently 8-5. Northern trailing the Cheetahs of GCIT in this great local matchup.
We have Emily Canapa serving. From club this season, she's gotten a very aggressive serve. Unfortunately, this one went out. We have Destiny back up front. She's actually a new player. She just came from the military here, and she has had some experience playing before, and she's really contributing a lot, and she is also a senior this year.
And that one's going to fall just in the line there, and the Cheetahs are going to get the point. Looks like Coach Chishak wants to make another quick sub up front.
Had a great pickup by Destiny.
And a tremendous block.
Our middles height this year are definitely giving us quite an advantage over the other teams. A lot of high school teams, they're actually a little bit shorter, don't really have middles the size of ours, and we're very fortunate to have them.
And GCIT looks to take over here with the serve. Quick sub again. Looks like we got a little confusion here with the subs, but hopes to clear it up quickly here. Coach Schroeder's a little confused there for GCIT, but looks like we're going to get right back into the game action here, as the Cheetahs lead the Greyhounds in our second set. Looks like the crowd is still pretty excited here as we about midway through our second set in this local matchup.
Got a little bit of confusion going on at the table with our substitutions.
So we hope to get that sorted out quickly and right back into the game action. Again, I am Mr. James Dow, joined by Miss Gabby Tramal. We are here live at the farm. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, 2015, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT. GCIT currently leads 10-8 in the second set. Northern won the first set in a nail-biter, 26-24, and hope to pull out a win here in the second set. Could end this game and get a big win.
There seems to be quite a bit of confusion on the GCIT side with their subs and their libero change. Seems as though we have gotten the point back for the other team's error.
And Northern will get the serve. So still a very close matchup here. Set 2. Northern about to serve, trying to tie the game. Got a great turnout here. Fans and families and friends all on hand to support our Lady Hounds, and
Still quite a bit of confusion going up with the table and the refs.
looks like Coach Ishak has some questions of his own here as we try to sort through this and pick back up here on the game action. Certainly a momentum killer as we take a long pause in the game and trying to keep everybody fresh legs and trying to keep everybody active, but looks like we're going to pick back up here, and Northern's going to get the serve. As the teams regroup here just quickly for about 30 seconds before we pick back up here on the game action. Looks like the referees are just having a quick discussion here and trying to sort this out. Both coaches over at the table just trying to make sure there were no penalties that incurred or proper substitutions were made. So Gabby, what's a pause like this in the game action do for the team?
It really just takes away everybody's momentum, and it's really difficult to come back after that because it's just such a long break in the middle of our set. We've only gotten through about 10 points right now, and we played till 25 for each side, so it's going to be really difficult trying to come back from this.
So it looks like we've cleared up the confusion here, and Coach Schroeder there, GCIT with the ball. Looking to pick back up here on the game action. Looks like we're going to get a quick sub here for the Lady Hounds. And here we go. So GCIT currently in the lead, 10-9. It is set 2, best 2 out of 3. Northern leads 1-0. Just waiting on a whistle here from the official. We can get back into the game. All right, here we go, folks. It is Cheetahs serve.
And as you could tell, that that really long break really killed our momentum a little bit, really cooled down our muscles, so it's going to be a little hard to get back into the swing of things right now.
Still a close matchup, though. Still a game that anyone could win. Kayla Timmons looked like she was going for the spike there, but just sailed out of bounds. So GCIT in the lead.
Now after a break like that, we really want to come back as aggressive as possible. The only issue with that is a lot of the times our balls will go out because after all it is a 30-foot by 30-foot court. And we had another ball go out.
So GCIT certainly capitalizing on that long break here. Got a few quick points to increase their lead in the second set. Northern just trying to get their timing and the rhythm back.
We have Maddie Wolverton now up front. It was a great set by Shannon and a very good hit by Sophie. Lay's got a great block off of that. But GCIT got their ball through our block and got the point back.
So GCIT has expanded their lead here in the second set, looking to get a win and tie the game at 1 set apiece. They are currently serving. And that one's going to get just past the Lady Hounds, and that point's going to go to GCIT. So we're going to get a timeout here as GCIT has expanded their lead 15-8 here in the second set. The game was a 1-point game before that long break, and now looks like GCIT is pulling away. But hopefully this timeout will help us regroup and get us back in position here to score some points in
We're
the
hoping
second
to
set.
break the libero serve over there. We're hoping to break our serve to get our points back a little bit, catch up.
And kill the momentum that the Cheetahs are currently building. And it looks like we're going to get right back here into the game action as the GCIT Cheetahs lead the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds 15-8 in this great local matchup. So GCIT looks to serve here, capitalize on the lead. And it looks like they're going to get a point there.
GCIT is doing a very good job at hitting our open spots. The problem with our setter being back row is that we usually don't want her getting the first ball because then she's out and we need someone else to set it up, and it's very difficult to get a good set usually because the refs will call us for 2 touches if it's not a clean set. So there's usually that gap right behind the setter that's open, and it's very hard for our middle back to get to that ball as well as all the other balls that they are responsible for.
And it looks like that one's going to fall the Greyhounds' way, and we're going to take over here serving.
We have Marissa Venuziali back to serve. Hopefully she can bring us back a little bit.
Looks like there was a little miscommunication there on the side of GCIT, and Northern's going to get the point. So finally back on the board, looking to cut into this lead. Currently up 1-0. And that was going to go to the Lady Hounds. So a couple points in a row here, certainly helping our Lady Hounds get back into the game. GCIT has certainly been a lot more aggressive in this set, being down 1-0. Certainly the pressure's on them to get a win here, stay in this game. And that was going to drop in for the Cheetahs. So GCIT is going to take over with the lead. Again, I am Mr. James Dow, joined by Gabby Trammell. And we are here live at the farm. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, 2015, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT. The score is currently 17-11. GCIT in the lead. First team to 25 wins. That point's going to go to Northern. And you have to win by 2. So still a very close matchup here in the second set. GCIT in the lead. Northern with a quick sub.
Hopefully we can still pull back through from that very long break that we had. It still seems as though we're a little bit slowed down from that, but we should be able to get this back.
Looks like we got a net violation there, and so the ball's going to go back to the Hounds, as the score is currently 17-13 with the Cheetahs, GCIT, in the lead.
In high school rules, it's pretty difficult with the net rule because you are not allowed to touch it at all. Although in clubs, in clubs and on the beach, you are allowed to touch the net as long as it doesn't interfere with the play. But with high school, then even when you're coming down from the block and the ball is way behind you, if even your shoulder touches it or possibly even your hair, then they will call you for that.
And as we said before, many of our girls play club and outdoor volleyball during their off season. So that point's going to go to GCIT, currently in the lead. As we said, Gloucester County is a fantastic team coming off a 25-5 record. The Greyhounds were competitive last year, finishing last season with an 8-10 record. So their goal is to get to 500 this year and hopefully advance to the state tournament. Currently at 3-3 this season, the Greyhounds still have a chance to win their division, which is the Group 3 Freedom Division in South Jersey. And their competition in that division are teams like Sterling, Cherry Hill West, Seneca, Winslow, Wilson, and Camden County Tech. So Gloucester County currently in the lead, 19-15. Northern's going to get the serve here. GCIT is currently in the NJTAC, which is a division with technical schools. And they were also actually just featured in South Jersey Sports Digest. So this is a tremendous win here if the Greyhounds can pull it off. They currently lead 1-0. Again, I am Mr. James Dow, joined by Miss Gabby Tramal, varsity volleyball player. And we are here at the farm. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, 2015, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT. Looks like a little miscue there by the Hounds, and GCIT is going to expand on their lead, currently leading 20-15. Looks like Coach Schroeder adjusted the offense during that long break we had, and GCIT seems to be a little quicker and harder to defend this set. Again, first team to 25 wins. GCIT currently leads 21-15. Looks like we're going to get a timeout here in the game action. So at this point, both Coach Hishak for the Hounds and Coach Schroeder for the Cheetahs looking to talk to their teams. Northern was hanging with GCIT in this second set. It was a 1-point game, 10-9, before we had some confusion with the officials and a long break with a substitute issue. And since then, GCIT sort of been on a tear offensively. So they're currently leading 22-15, looking to get a win in this set and even this match at 1 set apiece. Just also want to thank our families and friends and students on hand. Got a great crowd, as always, here at the farm, supporting our local teams. And again, just want to reiterate, if you're in the neighborhood this upcoming Saturday, we have Northern's annual homecoming game as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds will take on the Burlington Township Falcons. Homecoming 2015 should be a great time. Carnival games and activities for our students and families. So come on down if you're in the neighborhood. So we're going to pick back up here on the game action. GCIT looking to expand on their lead. And they're going to get it. Currently 2 points away now from evening this game at 1 set apiece. Pulling off a win here in this second set. So the Hounds certainly have their backs against the wall here in the second set. It is currently 24-15, and GCIT is looking to capitalize here and get a win, even this match, and go into the third set. So that's going to do it, folks. GCIT is going to take this one and move on to the third set here. Best of 3. Currently tied 1 set apiece. Northern won the first set in a nail-biter, 26-24. And GCIT certainly even the score here with a 25-15 win in the second set. So we'll give the teams a minute to regroup, and we'll pick up back up on the game action here as the third set is about to get underway. So, third set about to get underway here. Northern Burlington Greyhounds currently tied with GCIT at 1 set apiece. I am Mr. James Dowd, joined by varsity volleyball player and Northern TV student, Ms. Gabby Tramal. We are here live at the farm. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT. For those of you just tuning in, Northern won the first set. A very close match, 26-24. GCIT won the second set after a long break in the action where the game was extremely close. They pulled away after the long break and won that one 25-15. And now here we are in the third set. Winner take all. Final match of the game, as both teams look to get a win here in their early season. Once again, just want to thank our Northern TV crew, led by myself and Mr. Matt Pona, as well as Gabby Tramal and Tyler Berger, our camera operators, Jordan Castro, Jacinda Jordan, and Melanie Eccles, who are doing a great job. And obviously thank our friends and family and community members who are on hand supporting us, and our rivals as well. Both teams have quite a few fans in attendance today, so special thanks to everyone for coming out. And special thanks to our athletic director, Mr. Dan Uzaki, who's doing a great job with our Northern program. So Northern looks to serve here, get on the board in this third set, and hopefully get a big win here today. It's a really good team. And GCIT is going to get the ball back here on the service point. They're certainly wasting no time, capitalizing early in the third set here. And it looks like that one's going to drop there for the Greyhounds and even the score at 2 points apiece. So Northern's going to serve, take over here in the third set. A great save there by the Hounds. Keep that ball in play. Well, it's a great block there at the front of the net. And that one's going to fall for the Lady Hounds. So Northern's going to get the point there as they retain the serve. As we said before, Northern's homecoming game 2015 is quickly approaching. It is this Saturday, September 26th, here live at the farm. The Northern Burlington Greyhounds will take on the Burlington Township Falcons, in which should be a great local matchup. So if you're on hand or in the community and you want to stop by and show your support, we'd love to have you. Should have activities, games for our students and families. And then followed by our annual football game, which starts at 2 p.m. So looks like Northern's going to get the point there. And retain the serve. Looks like we're going to get a quick timeout here. Pause in the game action as both Coach Mike Kishak for the Lady Hounds and Kevin Schroeder for the Cheetahs look to give their girls a little pep talk in this final matchup, this final game, third set of this local volleyball matchup. So, Gabby, what do you think the coaches are talking about now at this moment here in the third set?
Well, GCIT did a very good job at coming back and getting themselves back in the game. It's really difficult trying to win a game, especially when you're on the road. You have a really long bus ride, mostly to all schools. It's the average is around 45 minutes, so they had a very long drive. And so the first set was definitely difficult for them, and now they came back and showed us what they had in the second. So GCIT is definitely saying to just keep it together and just keep doing what they're doing. As for us, we really just have to work on just getting our 3 touches and making them nice and clear and just getting as many hits as we can.
And as we said, the Cheetahs are a really good team. They've averaged 20 wins a year for the past 2 years, and we're ranked 10th in the state. So Northern's definitely holding their own against a really good team, and look like they are back on the board here. So looking to serve and get another point.
The first point of a game is always really important because it really helps with the momentum of every team. So usually the team who scores the first point will keep going. They have like a higher momentum. They're already moving. They're already really excited. And then usually it just gets a little difficult after that.
So it looks like the Cheetahs are going to get the ball back here to serve. Third game of our matchup here. Northern took the first set in a nail-biter, 26-24. And GCIT stormed back in the second set, winning that one 25-15. And it looks like that one's just going to fall out of reach there for the Hounds. And the Cheetahs are going to get on the board again here. So a lot of volleyball left to play. Northern currently leads the third set here, 6-4. Gabby, I understand you interviewed a few volleyball players for Northern TV, September edition of the news. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that interview?
We interviewed our 3 captains, which are Michaela Timmons, Angelica Helms, and Marissa Veneziali. And basically we just asked them what our goals are for this season and how do we plan on achieving them, and also what has improved from last year. So we're doing a very good job this year at communicating a lot better. Our team's just getting along much, much better. We finally found our chemistry. And so our goal is to achieve a 500 record, which would mean we win 10 games, which we definitely believe that we can do. It's been a very rough season. We usually have games close to almost every day of the week. Usually out of a week, then we'll have games 4 of the 5 days, maybe even 5 of the 5, which gets a little bit difficult, but it gives us a lot of opportunities to actually achieve our record.
And certainly no rest for the Hounds this week, as they have Notre Dame right around the corner here. So after this matchup, regardless of the result, they look to bounce back against the Notre Dame squad. The Hounds currently sit at 4-5 on the season, so about halfway there to their goal, their 10-win goal.
We do definitely believe that we could beat Notre Dame. They've only had their varsity program for around 2 years now, and they do have some pretty talented players, but just with such a short program, it's hard to actually go against a team that's been around for much longer and kind of already found like their rhythm and everything. So we do believe that that should be a good win for us. It'll definitely be a great match, and we do believe that we can pull through.
Looks like a point there for the Hounds as it sails out of bounds after hitting a GCIT player. So Northern's going to get the serve back.
We now have Shannon Spicer serving. She is our setter, and she's actually become a very consistent server this year. You could say that 9 out of 10 serves do actually go over, and they're actually very good because they're so short that other teams don't seem to realize until 2 or 3 points after she's already served. So she always does end up getting a lot of aces.
Looks like that was Michaela Timmons there trying to get a spike, but it looks like it sailed out of bounds, so GCIT is going to return the serve here.
Both teams have actually been struggling this set to keep their hits in. Everything has really been sailing out of bounds.
And certainly fatigue should set in, around the third set here. Both these teams have been playing really well today. It's been a long game. We had a break in the action in the second game, so that certainly extended the game action a little bit. So both teams playing well and could go either way. GCIT looking to serve here. Got a tremendous crowd on hand, as always, so both teams getting support from the crowd here. You can hear the cheering.
Northern is really struggling with just communication right now. It's been a long 2 sets before this, and so it gets a little difficult. Really, communication is the key to volleyball. If everyone knows what ball is theirs, then the game does go smoothly, and we win our game, we win our points, and we win the games, and everything just goes very well. But if you have a team that really is unsure of what they're supposed to be getting, and they don't really know how to talk with each other on the court, then they're going to be struggling a lot throughout the season. So communication is really key.
It looks like we got our coaches here, Coach Shishak trying to keep our girls focused, and Coach Schroeder on the other side, just telling the Cheetahs to stay aggressive. And the Cheetahs currently sit at 3-3 on the season, so if they win today, they'll be 4-3 and they'll have an above 500 record. And the Hounds, like we said before, looking to get a 500 record for the season. So definitely expectations are different, but both sets of teams are playing really well. Again, for those of you just tuning in, I am Mr. James Dow, joined by varsity volleyball player and Northern TV student, Ms. Gabby Jamal. We are here live at the farm. It is Tuesday, September 22nd, 2015, as the Northern Burlington Lady Greyhounds take on the Cheetahs of GCIT. We are currently in our third set. Northern won the first set. GCIT won the second set, and here we are in the deciding set of the game as Northern looks to serve here and get back on the board.
The really great thing about volleyball is that we play best 2 out of 3 sets. One set only goes up to 25 points, so it's really difficult for teams to really find their rhythm together within one set, and one set will usually last around 20 minutes, which would be a very short time for a game. So really the second set is what will really decide the game. So volleyball is just very fortunate to be able to play 2 out of 3, which really gives everyone the chance to really come back and show what they have if their first set doesn't go very well.
GCIT currently in the lead, 11-10, looking to serve. Looks like we got a quick sub here. Looks like a little miscommunication there by the Hounds, but still only a 2-point game, could go either way.
GCIT does have some very strong servers. They're able to place their balls right in between all our back row players, which makes it really difficult for us because when it's between 2 people, then you want to call the ball, but you also expect the other person to get it, so there's a lot of room for error right there. Marissa Venezia has really been hustling today, trying to get all those balls that when they're touched, then they kind of just are starting to go all the way out. She's been doing a very good job at going and trying to get them, but they're just very hard balls to pick up.
Looked like a little drop shot there by the Hounds, trying to catch the Cheetahs off guard. And it looks like that point's going to go GCIT's way, but still a close game, third set. Northern currently behind, 10-14. These two teams face off again in just about a week on October 2nd, so regardless of the outcome today, they'll have a chance to face each other again very shortly, so maybe they can learn from their play today. And GCIT expands on their lead, 15-10.
I think a really big thing that Northern has learned from this game is that we really just need to step up our defense a little bit. A lot of balls we haven't been able to really fight back picking them up. It's just been very hard. So as long as we can get that, then our games will be going well.
And certainly every game is a learning experience, so regardless of the outcome, I think there's a lot to be said here for how the Hounds have played, and playing a really good team like GCIT says a lot about our team and our program and the direction that we're heading. So, you're facing off against the 10th ranked team in the state, and you're holding your own. So I think our girls could be very proud for that. And like we said, there's no rest. Turn around, play Notre Dame tomorrow, and then it's back against GCIT in about a week. So the Hounds certainly are going to be busy. And if you're in the neighborhood, please feel free to stop by and support our local teams. As we said before, our homecoming game is coming up Saturday, September 26th, as the Northern Burlington football team takes on the Burlington Township Falcons in homecoming 2015. So certainly should be a great time for our community and our fans. So if you can stop by and show your support, we'd appreciate it. I want to thank our crew again for their great work, and as well as our athletic teams and our athletic director, Mr. Dan Uzaki, as well as GCIT for their support and cooperation with this game. So, GCIT looking to serve. Currently ahead on the Hounds. It is the third set. It's a great spike there by the Hounds and saved there by the Cheetahs. That one's going to sail out of bounds after hitting one of the Lady Hounds, and GCIT is on a 6-0 run here. So Northern certainly has her back against the wall, but anything could happen here in this third set. GCIT currently in the lead. Be sure to check out Northern TV for our other sports action. We'll have homecoming football on. We'll have boys soccer senior night. You can catch some of our other games as well over the course of the year. Every season we look to air 2 varsity sports as well as matchups from years past. So be sure to check out Northern TV and follow us on Twitter for all of Northern TV sports action.
At NBC Athletics also keeps a lot of updates on all of our sports here at the school.
So Northern currently trails 11-19. It is the third set, best 2 out of 3. GCIT was on a 6-0 run there. Tremendous spike there by the Hounds, but saved by the Cheetahs. And it looks like that one's going to sail out of bounds. So GCIT is going to get the serve back here, currently in the lead. Looks like that one's going to sail out of bounds, and the Cheetahs are going to extend their lead over the Greyhounds by 10. And the Cheetahs are pulling away here, looks like a little bit, but great matchup by our girls. Played really well. Won the first set, 26-24. Really competitive in the second set. And here in the third set, held their own. So, regardless of the outcome, Lady Hounds played really well. As we stated several times, GCIT finished last season 25-5 and 10th in the state. So they are a really good team and certainly have standout Samantha Bolavacqua, who's been doing a great job today. Second on the team in blocks and first in kills. So there's another point there for the Cheetahs. Just a few points away here from victory, but hopefully our Lady Hounds can bounce back. As we stated, they have Notre Dame. And the Cheetahs have an away game tomorrow at Williamstown. So both these teams very active and continue success on both their seasons. Little drop shot there by the Hounds, trying to catch the Cheetahs off guard. Looks like that one's going to fall in. And the Cheetahs now are a point away from victory. And that one sails out of bounds, and that's going to do it. GCIT takes the third set here, 25-11. The Hounds played really well, just couldn't get the ball to fall our way. Special thanks to all of our production crew on hand. For Northern TV, for Gabby Terrell, I'm Mr. James Dow, signing off.